Warm welcome everyone. Welcome to all my new subscribers. Many thanks for everyone that's watched the videos recently. This is a video I started a few weeks ago on iron ore loads. And it shows you an easy way of adding iron ore loads to different wagons. It uses the same technique that I used in the coal load video that I did 2 weeks ago. I'll put a link down below in the comments about that if someone wants to watch coal loads for 16-ton mineral wagons. This one I've used some Tyne Dock iron ore 4 mil scale from Lanarkshire Model supplies. I have checked their website. It doesn't seem to be on the website at the moment. They may decide to reintroduce it, I don't know. I've had this for some time, probably quite a few years. And then I've recently purchased from Hattons, I'm sure there are other suppliers, a medium and a fine iron ore load. Now, when I spoke to them, they suggested that iron ore fine is for N scale and iron ore medium is for 4mm scale. Iron ore, when it was shipped to Tyne Dock, came from about 18 countries around the world, and it varied in density, size and colour. So it's probably down to personal choice which one you go for. And I've done 3 here. This is the fine, the medium, and the Lanarkshire Model Supplies one, which has quite a wide variety of size of chippings in it. This one happened to, as it came out, happened to be a little bit larger than the medium. And what I'll do is I'll go through and I'll show you how I've done it in a simple iron ore wagon here, which is the Dapol one, and then into the KR model one, which needs a little bit more finer cutting of the layers inside. But this is quite an easy way of doing removable loads, and only needs one magnet pickup tool, which is available from DIY stores, car accessory places. I've used this one quite a lot for picking up screws and things that I've dropped. It came with a set of screwdrivers. I think the screwdrivers were only £9.99. I don't know how much these are. Probably £2 or £3, and you can buy them from a variety of places. I've even seen supermarkets sell some with LEDs in. I think Rolson do one here in the UK. So what I'll do is I'll just clear the deck and just start on this wagon first. These are very simple to do. What I do is use some 5mm foam board. This is available from the Range or Hobbycraft in the UK. I'm sure most art and craft places sell it. I use the black board so if it doesn't show through. What I'll do is quickly measure these. So that's 30, just under 30mm, 29.5 by 65. And what we do is we'll make it possibly about 1mm undersize. If you make it a little bit too far undersize, all that happens is the iron ore will just bond down the side, which doesn't affect the fit. But if you had a weathered finish inside, it might provide a little bit of scuffing. You can clean this up with a knife or a scalpel if you want to. So we'll do it again. So let's mark this out. I'll cut to the inside of the marks. I'm using a larger knife. This is a utility knife or box cutter. So be careful when you're using sharp tools. Cuts fairly easily. And then at the end, I'm going to make a 45-degree cut. This is to enable it to sit in the wagon. That's a reasonable fit. There we go. If I was doing lots of these at once, I might make a little template up, or once you make your first one, use that as a template for the others. So next is to add a 5 gram balance weight. These are purchased off eBay, nice and cheap, and they're self-adhesive, and all I do is I should put it straight in the middle. There we go. 10 gram balance weights are very useful for adding additional load to locomotives. You can glue them into a lot of the old hollow type Lima, or some of the Hornby railroad locomotives might benefit from a little bit of extra weight. I've been using them on old kits that I've been working on. These are ones I've purchased second hand, and I'm just going through and doing them up. So this one here I used with a little bit of epoxy because the sole bar here was a bit thin, so I cut off the foam back self-adhesive bit, and then this one I had a little bit more flexibility, and I just peeled the backing off and stuck it in, and once that's running you won't be able to see it. So the 10 grams don't go to waste. Move those to one side. Once again, I'm going to paint this so it hides the metal, so it doesn't show through. And then I'm going to put a piece of cling film in. This stops the adhesive from going inside the wagon and helps release the load once the adhesive is set. It's standard cling film or food wrap. Nice and easy. And then I'm going to add, we'll go with the medium, shall we? The medium load. This would work the same with the Woodland Scenics type materials or any of the ballast materials. I think Jarvis do ballast as well, don't they? But I'm using this one because it represents obviously the iron ore. Looks okay. So fairly simple. I've got some IPA here in an old aftershave bottle. Something I didn't mention in my last video. Yes, I did wait till the bottle was empty. So not wasting any aftershave, just reusing the bottle. And this just dampens down the material to allow the adhesive to flow in it easier. This is, once again, this is 50% water, 50% Podge Matt, which is available from the range of the craft shops as Hobbycraft, etc. Don't think there's much price difference between two of them. It's about £5 a bottle. And a little bit of washing up liquid to break the surface tension. I find it lasts around, depending on where you store it, you can get about a month in one of these jam jars before it starts solidifying or separating. But if you're just hobbying over a few days, you've got a few of these to do, it's ideal. Obviously, once you've done one or two, you can get the hang of these. Now there's the odd bubble, so just to flatten the bubbles, a little bit of IPA, and it's done then. So I should show you what I'm going to do with this one. chamfer on to go in there. Then I'm going to mark just approximately where the wall is there. That's a reasonable fit. What I found is if I put a slight chamfer down the sides, without cutting myself, they sit a little bit lower on this edge. Out of the way. Put this on a 5 gram weight. In the middle. There it goes. And what I found best is to put one piece of cling film in. Okay. Okay. Probably going to be a load of silver on that side. Yes, there we go. Do that. And then we're going to put in, I'll do a medium again. I think medium's my favourite. Not sure. Perhaps you can put in the comments down below which one you think's most suitable. Try not to drop this on the floor, it gets everywhere. I didn't take my own advice and work in a tray again. So a lid or something, just to make sure it doesn't go everywhere. I'm just a bit reluctant to go into some of the corners. Got a bit carried away and left too much on the side on one. I think it was that one. Built up too much on the side. I'm going to mist them one at a time. It does dry out quite quickly on these. And then I'll put some more of the mixture on. The eagle eye amongst you will notice the bottle is now refilled. Oh. Back to misting that. There we go. been just left to air dry for just over a day, about 30 hours. And what we'll do is we'll just show you unwrapping these now, and they should just pull out nice. Oh, it's just come out really easy. A little bit of the Mod Podge. It's just a little bit damp around the edges underneath where the cling film's not, that the air get to it. So what I'm going to do is just leave that now to just air dry. I'll put that to one side. That was a smaller wagon. And let's see what we can do with this one. Oh, yeah, there we go. So, see how these look. Much the same. So, a little bit of the undried Mod Podge just to one side. You see where the ballast is just taking up any gaps that you have. I'll just leave those to dry, and then they'll be fine. And this is a tender load I did with no cardboard in. That's quite visible. Oh, that's dried all right. There's a little bit of wispy bits of glue. I don't think it's cling film, glue around the edges. But you can change your style if you wanted to. Or you can put in, I can't do it on this one because I had to carve it out because it was actually glued in, but you can put the original coal load back in if you wanted to. Hopefully that's of interest. I'll just sum up with the 3 different wagon loads we've got. So those 2 there are the Hattons, medium, fine, and then that one there is the Lanarkshire Model supplies, which is quite a large bag. Let's see if I can find a pot or something to decant that into. Hopefully that's been of interest, and catch you on the next one.